Obedience is a mercy. I am not. Erase. You cannot hide. Madness consumes.
Alrighty. So this is the League starter with Flamewood totems. Quick look at where the gear is at. I got to level 85. At the end of the first day, grab the gloves. Gloves are kind of the key thing to unlock the big damage. But before the gloves, I was doing... I had a 3-link here somewhere. This guy. So before the gloves, you run a 3-link here with LMP, get a 4th link with multiple totem support, and then once you get the gloves, swap it into here with the 3-link here. I got super lucky when I didn't intend to get a green as the 4th link, I just randomly got that, so faster projectiles is sort of whatever. Ideally, or most of the time this will be blue. But yeah, the build's been super smooth. Another great thing I found was this new wand that came in. So this wand here, my quick math, I didn't PoB it, but just the quick math, the 3 projectiles is better than like a +1 wand, which I had this guy for a little bit, and this was like 1 chaos, and this worked fine for a while, but then when I saw this, I think this works a little bit better, and it's pretty cheap. Just get a +3 with best stats you can. And then the rest of the gear I just picked up off of mercs. Nothing special, just kind of getting whatever defenses I can. Oh, except for the boots. Boots are important. I think the boots are pretty important, especially leveling, just because the that little AoE explosion around the totems is much more useful earlier on, and then it becomes less useful as things go on. But you'll definitely notice packs will kind of hit the totem, and before the projectile even gets to them, they'll already be dead because the damage from the boots is pretty nice. But yeah, other than that, pretty simple. Just the rest of the gear is whatever. I don't have anything crazy passive tree wise yet. I haven't gotten the timeless jewel to get all the tattoos. It's I'm definitely at the point now at T16s, and I did my first like memory line and killed the boss there, and so I'm feeling like, hey, a little extra damage would be nice at this point. But yeah, honestly, this build went so smooth and was able to farm up stuff so quickly. I'm ready to re-roll and test out some wacky stuff instead. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The tree-wise is for leveling, going up here, getting the Templar stuff, going up here, getting the taunts, getting the totem life. Oh yeah, some of these uncolored points I was testing in this, so blood magic should be on, ancestral bond should be on, turn those back on. So mainly the tree is, once I got to this top part done and like got a little bit of damage here, got the totem nodes here, I basically just didn't need any more passive points, so I just sort of plopped them in wherever. Or actually no, getting the blood magic was also pretty key, because around Act 2, by the end of Act 2 to Act 3 is when it started playing with the totems, and it worked okay. By the end of Act 4 with the Malachite boss at the end, the having blood magic and the totem life was all there, so started to really be smooth sailing from that point onward. So I'm kind of set up to do buy the tattoos and buy the jewel at this point, but I'll probably skip it for now because I'm doing other stuff. But yeah, highly recommend it. Super smooth. I put the clip for the memory boss guy, the Incarnation guy, and yeah, oh here, mercenary. I definitely recommend. Wait, what are you? When did I hire you? You're funny. Anyway, oh, that's the leveling guy. So yeah, mercenary stuff. This is my favorite one by far, is the Wander with the Kinetic Blast. I grabbed this one near the end of the campaign, or maybe early maps. I think this is still campaign. But I've stuck with this one for a while. I've yet to upgrade her because the support gems are what really make or break it. So your skills and the support gems are the keys I've found to finding good mercenaries. So this one in particular is really good because it's got like a 5-link kinetic bolt and then the kinetic blast with pierce in return is fantastic. So I've tried other ones of the same type, but without these support gems, I come back to this one because it's been really solid. I bought this for like 1C to give some extra damage, and this, I do like this ring for the leech, helps him keep alive, and it's also like a no charge tech, like removes all the charges from mosses, so for many mobs. So if you're doing a map where the mobs have a bunch of charges, slap this onto your mercenary, and then they can just absorb all the charges off of it. Well, especially this mercenary, because the kinetic bolt gives such good clear. So yeah, other gear. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's a memory item that actually rolled pretty well. When I un-ID'd this, I think it had everything except for the spell damage, or this block spell damage. So it had plenty of memory strands, so I slammed on the block spell damage, and then crafted on the chance to block. Got a really nice shield for the mercenary to hang on to, and then put on these just to get more cold damage, because this guy doesn't necessarily need to be getting kills, so this gives a good chunk of cold damage. And then, oh yeah, this doesn't make sense without the other ring, which I think is already on the other character. So there's the, oh here, I can pull it up. I think I had a second one. Here we go. Tassalios. This ring is really nice, especially for in the, especially as in the axe. Start to fall off a little bit in T16s, but that flat cold damage against shield enemies at like level 20 is super. So that's why I was doing like a cold damage focused on the Wander, and then this for leech, and then this for damage for chilling things has been great. And unintuitively, you would think with the Flamewood that you would want like no chill, you'd want the monsters to be faster, but the way it works out is stuff that this guy can freeze and like chill, it'll just kill it, right? It can just handle it on its own. So this is clearing trash, clearing leftover stuff, and then anything that's too tough for this to kill, it won't be frozen, or maybe chilled a tiny bit, doesn't matter, and then it'll hit the totems and get blasted by the Flamewood support, right? So in the past I was like, well, you don't want cold, you don't want freeze in this build because you want to keep the mobs faster to make sure the mobs are attacking. But in practice, I found that with this mercenary doing cold, it actually works out fine. So yeah, very much keep an eye out for the Wanderers. I think they're the best. They're also the best because you can use all the gear, right? So you don't have to worry about the gear limitations. So you can have armor boots and the evasion shield, and I haven't updated the rest of the gears, just stay the same on her. So yeah, Wander with good supports can be great for clear, and it works perfectly with this build because the single target on this is amazing. So you have your totems to focus on rares and focus on bosses, and then this guy runs around and clears everything else. So yeah, but as you can see, like really very little socket pressure. I haven't set up, like at this point I would probably have like a mine set up for Wave of Conviction to do a little extra damage, and you could do some extra auras and automate like bolt and shell and stuff like that, but haven't really needed it for the league starter stuff, and have been cruising all the way up into the T17 stuff. As you can see here, I didn't bother filling everything out, but have gotten up to the top and did the memory thing at the end. So yeah, super good. If you're looking for something, I think something like this is going to be super good this league, just to deal with high-level mercenaries, deal with the new bosses and stuff, and the combo with this for single target, get your mercenary to clear. It's amazing. Let's do a little map. This is just a random T15 because I don't have any T16s. And mainly just want to show the mercenary as well. So yeah, as you can see here, and T15's mercenary's okay, but kind of just helps clear things out. What do we have in here? Okay, good. But the just plopping down totems, cruising through maps.
I don't deal in introductions. Just outcome doesn't matter how this ends.
Hey, ooh, I need another one of those. Let's see if he'll kill me. I definitely have died to a couple mercenaries. But this guy is unfortunately playing a build that hits a lot. So, no problem there. This essence, probably fine. Oh, where's my curse? There we go. Yeah, I've already been tinkering with other builds. So yeah, that's what the mapping looks like, and you can see, like the freezing. Ooh yeah, let's go in the harvest. The freezing from the mercenary doesn't really. Holy surprise boss! The freezing from the mercenary doesn't really hasn't made that impactful, and it helps more than it hurts in any way. So, and she's been super tanky too. Let's see how this boss goes. So you can see here, these little eyeball guys are kind of slow. So, wait for them to hit the totem a few times. Are you the boss? Oh, you are the boss. I haven't done this boss much, so. One thing, you know, despite playing this build a ton last league, I just recently learned that there's that little orange glow around the bottom, and then when the actual Flamewood triggers, that glow goes away.
But later never came. Irrevocable thoughts. Providence have time to gather. Patience is a mercy erase. Intangible pain. Negligence. Providence. You cannot hide from fate. Intangible pain. You cannot hide from fate. Intolerance. Intangible pain. Patience is a mercy. I am not. Erase. You cannot hide from. Madness consumes.
But I am.
I do know you. Listen to me. This cannot be stopped. It must not be stopped. You should leave and do not search for me again. This is what must be.
What just happened? Where did she go? Damn it!
My journey was not without faults. I see them now. Whatever I have become, whatever.
I've made do with worse.